To being here, your Aontú rep for the Navan area. Two motions I brought to the council this Monday. I wanted just to give you a quick update. I had submitted them in early January, but I got to speak to the motions this Monday. And the first one relates to quite an important issue, and that is I had asked the council to request that the Garda Commissioner attends our next full council meeting. Now that took place on the first Monday of the month, so hopefully that'll happen in early March. So we await his answer. Hopefully he will be able to make it. Obviously he's a very busy schedule, but this is something that is very, very important to an awful lot of people, not only in Navan but across the entire county. Criminal activity and antisocial behaviour is becoming a serious blight on our towns and villages. An awful lot of people are affected by it, and people are feeling to a certain extent that there is no port of call, or it's hard to prosecute these individuals, or it is just something that isn't really a major priority because there's so many other things going on that the Gardaí have to deal with. And there's no doubt they have a huge workload. They have a very, very hard job. There's not enough of them to share the workload amongst, and that is making for a very, very overstretched Garda force within our own county. We do know that there's 2 Gardaí a week resigning from the force. That is very worrying. You have obviously the numbers of people retiring every year. I think it was upwards about 280 last year. But the really, alarm bells ringing in most people's heads at this stage is that there isn't the same number of recruits joining the ranks, and that's what needs to be addressed, and see why people aren't being attracted into this great profession. Certainly there has been a trend where numbers are just very, very low, and despite population growth and the likes of Meath undergoing major population increase, we're just not getting the matched resources. I have talked to several guards in the last few weeks, just in the run up to preparing my motion, and morale is low in some areas, and in some ways it's easy to see how this can be the case because there is so much work to do, and the resources just aren't being put in. So I'm hoping that can be one of the areas that we can get into some good detail on during the meeting with the Garda Commissioner. But certainly the situation of Meath being below the average in terms of Gardaí to people, we've talked about this for years. It hasn't changed. It's not been taken seriously, and it has to change. We are at around 580 people to 1 Garda in Meath. And if you compare this to lots of numerous other counties like Louth or Cavan, Monaghan, Longford, you're looking at 350, 370 people to 1 Garda. So why is there such a disproportionate difference in our county? So we feel this has gone on for too long, and this needs to get some level of correction in the immediate future. So we will have plenty of other stuff to talk about, and if there's anything you want asked on your behalf, feel free to email into the office, and we'll certainly try our best to see what kind of solutions can be drawn up. Gur maithagah.